It would help if I unmuted this. Oops. Definite oops. Technical difficulties. Sorry, everybody.
Definitely. Ooh,
Yeah, well, I forgot that I muted all of the sound, and, oops.
Do I have to repeat everything I just said?
Well, no, we're just gonna keep going like nothing happened, because I'll just have to remember to do better next time. Yeah, let's all just talk about what we just talked about over the last 18 minutes, because I fucked up.
Well, let's recap the best part. Easy Pete was one.
Definite oops, technical There we go.
So basically, no one heard anything.
No one heard anything but us, but I mean, that's fine, because I mean, they should join the Discord and be part of the conversation anyway. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of this. The point of this is to really more encourage people to join the Discord and be part of the group, and not be lurking as much.
Can't also forget, like a Deputy Beagle being a bitch.
And I mean, yeah, everybody missed Deputy Beagle. I mean, look, if you want to complain about him again, I mean, we're going to spend like an hour talking about this game. We've only talked for about 18 minutes, and I kind of wish everybody said something about it being muted earlier, but, you know, I don't have any viewers, so...
I didn't know anything. I have it muted because I don't want to hear us 3 times.
Right. I mean, I'm not saying you guys. I'm saying, like, the audience.
Oh, those people.
Those people. Yeah, the viewers who should be part of the Discord so they can participate in things like this.
Hear anything from the stream?
You will.
So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Anyways, James, your turn now. What about you? What are your thoughts on New Vegas?
It's a great game. It has overall story and different factions to end the story with, and there's like, I think there's 6 ways you can end the game, and I think each one of them has their unique way of ending it.
Really?
Yes.
Would you? Okay. Well, what about you? What do you play with mods? I mean, obviously you play with mods.
I only had like 3. I had one that gave better accuracy because I didn't want to just shoot and just
miss.
Yeah.
Not do this thing the kids are doing called aiming.
Yeah.
Then using the sights of the gun. Or is it one of those things where, you know, you've been drinking too much and your hand's kind of all over the place?
Well, no, I kept running into problems where I would be aiming ADSing and just I would completely miss. It was a glitch that I couldn't deal with or play with, so I just got a mod that made it more accurate.
Quick question, James. What was your gun stat?
My gun stat?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I haven't played this in like 3 weeks. Hold on.
Because if it's like around 15, that will be why.
I think it was 45.
Because I mean, just from what you're
average like shooting, then
it just sounds to me like, you know, that episode of Family Guy when Peter and his friends go on the road trip and they get caught in Georgia and they're being chased by the cops and the cops can't aim for shit because they're waving the guns all the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that sounds like what you're talking about.
I'm stuck.
But that's you.
Help.
What do you mean you're stuck?
So you know the giant dinosaur?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm in the storage room of the shopkeeper at the dinosaur. I'm stuck behind the vending machine.
What?
Did you ask it to go away?
Have you tried? Hold on. Hold on. Normally, it will autosave when you enter a location, which I will say of all the stupid shit that Bethesda do, they do autosaving kind of pretty okay. You could probably check your saves. Try just.
Oh yeah, I could definitely do that. It's just so kind of funny. I'm just stuck in the corner, just like help. Shopkeeper,
how did you get
me?
How did you?
Me.
How did you get stuck between the vending? How did you get in there?
I'm a skinny boy, okay?
So you can.
What?
You can also type in TCL on console to get here. No clip on if you
when
want
you're
to
a
do it
skinny
quickly.
person, you could fit through all the cracks.
Okay, so
escape.
Hold on. You were so skinny you could slip in, but too fat that you can't slip out.
Yep.
You know they make a pill for
I
that.
was sucking in my gut.
He sucked in his gut and
So suck it in again.
My God, I'm in a radiation suit. It's hard to suck in your gut in this.
Wow.
It's like when a kid sticks his head in between two rails and can't get it back out.
Get it back
Yeah.
out.
This is a good point. Why the hell is this storage room radiated?
Oh, it's because of those the little rockets.
I have them all in my ass right now.
What? Oh, don't fart,
have
man.
what
That's gonna. Yeah, don't fart, because I mean that's just gonna be a bad idea.
No, I'm gonna give them all to the what do you call
The
them?
ghouls.
The bright children or whatever the hell. They can have the leftovers.
Well, you only need like what, 3?
Sounds loud.
So, anything else you want to add, James, before I talk about Vegas?
I think everybody should give it a chance to play it if you haven't.
I mean, I definitely agree with that. I mean, of the Fallout games, I feel New Vegas is definitely, in a lot of ways, it's the strongest of the Fallout games. The only way that I would say that it's the weakest is through its crafting. But I mean, it was better crafting than 3, worse crafting than 4, worse crafting than 76. Although I will say, I have a mod that actually does the Vault 76 crafting. Like the whole style that Fallout 76 does its crafting, there's a mod for New Vegas that'll actually do that. And I mean, just everything about New Vegas is really above average. I mean, it's a real shame that it was rushed because...
Oh, yeah. It felt rushed because there wasn't too many different routes you could take to solving a thing.
No, I mean, it was rushed because they had a time limit and Bethesda wanted to make the deadline. I mean, this is a problem. It's a problem with a lot of Obsidian earlier titles, like KOTOR 2. And
They
I mean,
only had like a year to work on this, didn't they?
yeah,
Was
they
it
only
a
had
year?
Yeah, they only had a year to work on that game, and it was buggy as fuck. So buggy that I mean, dude, it's the Gamebryo engine. It's the thing is basically a wooden wagon without wheels, kind of broken. And it was so buggy, and it missed a single point in the aggregate ratings, or like reviews, and Obsidian lost out on a lot of money because of that. Because they were supposed to get a bonus from Bethesda, but because I don't know why people didn't like it, or the journalists didn't like it, or the websites didn't like it, but they lost out like a solid millions of dollars in a bonus. And I think it's the strongest of the Fallout games. I mean, the story's excellent. I mean, you get all 4 different sizes that you can pick from, and one of them actually being your own. Spoiler alerts. You get to be a complete asshole if you want. You can be a good D2 shoes if you want. Like I said earlier, you can kill towns and just complete towns, and then it will tell you and then Good Springs became a ghost town because you murdered them all, you ass. And again, I mean, the only problem was the crafting, because, it was, when was it released? Like 2012, something like that? I mean, the crafting was never the strong point of Fallout. So, I mean, it was okay, and I will say that my only real technical issue with Fallout New Vegas was actually the crafting menus. Because you would scroll through a recipe, and then all of a sudden it starts scrolling a little bit extra more, and then you're not seeing the recipe for the right thing. So it was a pain in the ass.
I can see that.
I also have a mod. I don't know if you've ever used it, Elvira. Raven, do you use any alcohol in your games, or any of the medics or shit in that game?
Oh, I did.
The drugs are literally the only reason why I've been able to survive things.
Okay, so do yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor and get the mod "Drugs Are Bad." Okay.
Oh God. I don't think I wanna.
So what that mod specifically does, is it adds visual effects to all of the drugs.
That sounds amazing.
It is amazing.
I have that exact one. In fact, FUBAR recommended it for me.
Yeah, you want Drugs Are Bad, okay, because what will happen is you will eat one of those cave mushrooms and you will trip balls. For 3 days.
Nice.
Oh, but But you say nice, but you have to understand when I say trip balls, I mean you literally can not walk. You can walk and shoot at things, but you're not going to see fucking shit. You're going to be walking to a goddamn corner for 45 minutes. You thought you were overwhelmed before, Hex? You're going to be so overwhelmed, and then you can't see the asshole shooting at you.
That sounds an amazing time, but also would probably make me quit the game.
I mean, here's the thing, FUBAR. If I'm going to do that, I'm also putting on that trait to make it so, the bomb one where it says the wasteland's now really weird as well.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
that's another great thing about that is that some of those. I really wish they would use it a lot more in games, is where you can actually kind of sort of tailor how the story kind of pans out and how the gameplay kind of pans out by making things either very comical or very serious. So a lot of games don't do that. They give you just difficulty sliders, and I think that's a really lost opportunity.
I hate the fact that the mouse sensitivity sucks because I have it like on the last bar.
I think that's more your mouse than the game, dude.
To be fair, when it comes to like the menu, Wicker, is your mouse is like massively accelerated compared to the actual game.
Really?
Which is a little annoying. Yeah,
I don't have that problem.
I have it.
I mean, I honestly had very few problems with Fallout New Vegas outside of
I could
crashing.
Probably lower my mouse sensitivity, but
yeah, that's why I just had to lower my DPI by 1, and I was good. Well, by like 1 setting, should I say?
Good rum. But yeah, I mean, you turn down your sensitivity. That's all you can really do, dude. It's 2012.
It's 2012, but also it just
sucks. Yeah, but Fallout 3 had the same issues. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only so much you can do with the Gamebryo engine, man. They fine-tuned it for shooting,
but
or in the case of Oblivion, stabbing.
That much sensitivity just in a menu.
Well, again, I mean, you have to keep in mind that this is an issue with the Gamebryo engine. And it is also probably likely your mouse where... I mean, I know I have problems with my mouse because it has an adjustable button kind of in the middle. So, like...
Yeah, so does mine.
Yeah, so you push the button, it goes from, like, low to super high. That should probably fix it, right?
Oh, yeah.
It does, but I have...
I mean, I have to do that with it, almost...
high, and then I have the mouse sensitivity in games so low.
So you turn down the mouse. You shouldn't be fussing with the game. That's what I'm saying. Your problem is the mouse, not the game. So anything else? Anybody else want to talk about New Vegas? Anything?
What's everybody's favorite faction?
My own.
I don't have one.
Definitely
Raven hasn't got that far yet, but I'd have to say being my own faction was a better experience.
Is it a better experience? Oh, man. Mr. Smiley all the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck the NCR, fuck the Legion, fuck Mr. House. I'm gonna be I got your boss right here, pal.
Being your own boss is great, but if I had to choose one of them, it's definitely the Great Khan. I fucking love their outfits. That's the kind of shit I wear on a daily basis.
Fuck up, Ray Mantis.
To be fair, at the moment, I met with the Great Khan. I've dealt with obviously the Powder Gang, and they're a bunch of pussies. I met with the NCR. They're a bunch of pussies without guns. I also fought against the Jacqueline for whatever reason.
Oh, the Jackal, they're just like they're just raiders. The Jackals.
Okay, there's someone raiders. Gotcha. Well, they can go suck a dick. And the Legion, they can go and fuck off. They annoyed me with their goddamn dogs constantly trying to bite my ass. That's why they get a grenade launcher to the face.
That's why you're gonna get a title, Raven, Crippler of Dogs. Or it's just gonna be like a
dogs.
Raven, Dog Crippler.
Easier to cripple people. Because I keep crippling people non-stop with the grenade launcher. Any weapon, they always get crippled.
Stop crippling people.
No, because it allows me to live and makes them suffer a bit before I kill them. Because they're assholes.
I mean, this is why you get overwhelmed, Hex. You need to cripple your enemies.
You need to bust out their kneecaps like you're working for the mafia.
Shotguns all the way, baby.
I think my favorite is like whenever you go to like snipe at someone, you hit them in the head, and it's like, oh, you crippled their head. You just see them like dancing around for a solid like 5 seconds. Like, what the fuck hit me?
You shot me right in the head.
Oh no, my ear! I cannot hear anymore.
My other problem is barely finding any ammo. I always find like useless stuff that I don't need.
Well,
But that's what traders are your best friend.
So that's when you start fisting people, like Fisto the robot.
Okay, come here and let me fist you.
No.
Oh, okay.
You haven't done that quest, have you, Hex? You have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
No.
That was the best quest.
What was the name of that town?
I don't want to talk about it anymore because I don't want to spoil it for Raven. Because I don't think Raven's done that.
Spoilers in the end.
No. This is one of those things where
we're not spoiling.
This one I'm not spoiling.
Fair enough. Also, Nipton, the town that got burnt down.
Yeah.
I went it. Screw 2 of the houses in there.
The one with the traps and the one with the scorpions, and what's the other one?
The one with the Mr. Handy that scared the shit out of me trying to burn me.
Yep.
Like, it was literally a case of I just walk in, wasn't paying attention, I immediately hear someone yelling at me. I turn around and it's just Mr. Handy trying to burn my ass.
So I'll also say New Vegas is probably one of the very few games where you become a pseudo pimp.
Yeah. Well, that trap house in Nipton, I was recently watching the footage I have of that game back, and I got to that part. Hey, when I entered that house, before hitting the traps, I had a series of events that happened. I walked through the door, the shotgun trap hit me, scared the piss out of me, walked through a bear trap, and then
you release the scorpions.
I walked little bits, hit a landmine, and because of the mod I had that makes you ragdoll, it sent me into the bathroom next to it, into the bathtub, which triggered the scorpion trap. So when I unragdoll out of the bathtub, now 4 scorpions hit me.
Elvira's very bad day.
I thought my day was bad just with getting blown up as soon as I walked in.
You walk in the door, somebody's lighting your ass on fire.
Well, that and like with the same house, the trap one, I walk in, my leg gets broken because obviously the mine that's nearby.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, great. I see the scorpion cage. I'm like, I'd rather not open that. Walk in the kitchen, get shot in the leg.
Well, yeah, because there's a trap there.
Yeah. I saw it disarming everything, and then I didn't realize that round circle thing was to activate the scorpion. So I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. Walk over it. It bounces me into the ceiling. I get stuck there for a minute, and by the time I get out, the scorpions are trying to stab my ankles, so I'm stuck on the chairs trying to jump away from them.
And not a fridge in sight for him to hide behind.
There's nothing I'm gonna do, man. They kept stabbing my cankles.
And on that note, I'll be right back in a half an hour.
All right, take it easy. I mean, the game has so many great quests, like That Old Sun, and you get Space Laser, which is fucking awesome. Let's see, other quests. Going through the heavily radiated vault, that was a lot of fun. The one with the... Oh, shit, what is the vault number? The one where they had the special election. That one.
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah.
I
mean, the vaults actually had a personality to them. And I have to say, that was the same with Fallout 3. The vaults actually had a personality. I really don't remember the vaults of not 76, Fallout 4 having any real personality. I mean, even, what was it, Vault 8? Or whatever.
I remember
the one with the people, the one with the actual people in it. That one, I didn't care about it that much. But the vaults had like a serious personality.
Second, I have so many damn stories I could tell since I went through that whole game and all the DLCs. But
Yeah.
like, I don't want to spoil too many things. Like, I'm trying to curate what I say.
Well, I mean, we can talk about the DLCs. Who here has played the DLCs?
Not me, obviously.
Other than Raven
Not me.
or Hex. James, you played the DLCs?
Yes, all of them.
Favorite DLC
Nina,
and
stop
why?
barking.
Don't know which one I liked the most.
Also, if it's anything other than Old World Blues, you're wrong.
Well, that's definitely one. That's definitely one. Like, the problem is,
They're
loved-
all really good, and I understand the
Yeah.
problem. I mean, I will say probably the weakest one was the Honest Hearts.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That one was
at the
That one was more technical upgrades than actual, like, wow, this is
Yeah.
really good. Although I will say it was kind of cool seeing Joshua Graham, working on all those pistols. That was pretty cool.
It was very fun just using the Z button to drag those outside and skilling all those pistols too.
Oh my god. He builds a pistol, you put it on the table, you take it outside, and then you actually put it in your inventory.
Exactly.
I
Can't tell you how many times I did that.
Oh my
It's
god.
Like, I want this. I'm gonna drag it to the nearest bathroom and take it.
Wait, so you can actually pick up items and drag them out, putting
Yeah.
in the inventory?
Well, you drag them, kind of like how you can drag the bodies to position them.
I
You
didn't
press
know
it.
dragging was an option.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's the same in all of the Gamebryo engine games. So you can do that in Skyrim, 4, 3.
I haven't played Skyrim either.
Oh, no.
If you've played
Oh,
Oblivion, you
no.
can do
I
you can
believe
do it in all of the
defaults for
Gamebryo
Z
ones.
button.
Yeah, I think the default Z, but I mean, you can do it to bodies, objects.
All right, well now I know because I know when I was playing this, since I was in PC with Yak, he mentioned about possibly seeing if the bucket trick worked.
Yeah,
putting a
and
bucket
that's
on
what
top
he's-
of their head.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. The bucket trick is where you like put a bucket on somebody's head because they technically don't have a line of sight on you. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know like if I could drag on. I was like, oh, I found a bucket. Yeah, come here. Like, come steal something from me.
And with my new graphics cards, I would really love to see this game get a ray tracing option. I know it's never going to happen, but it would be nice.
That would be nice.
I mean, I will say this. I also feel that it has the best palette range of the Fallouts. Because, in 3, you have green, brown, and gray. That's some.
Yeah.
Does that not sum up Fallout 3?
It really, I can't. Yeah.
I mean, and with the mods, you really don't stray too far away from green, brown, and gray. But, I mean, I feel that New Vegas, you get the browns, but you get light browns and dark browns and kind of the reddish browns. You get different shades of brown, which are, if you have, like, the right sky modification or an EMB, just looks absolutely fantastic. I mean, you could add a greenery mod to Fallout 4, but it really doesn't. I don't know. To me, it doesn't change it much. It just makes it feel like Skyrim more. It doesn't really feel. It just still feels like brown and gray. But I mean, with the neon lights, the skies, it just feels very authentic. Also, I'd have to say that my favorite for the DLCs, I'd have to say my favorites game story wise is Old War Blues, followed by the Sierra Madre one. What is that called?
Shit. I could have told you before you asked. Fuck it, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, but I really
I'm currently trying to make a rocket ship blow up.
because are you helping them or are you blowing them up?
I'm blowing them up
Why?
Take money.
because I can.
But they're your friends.
Yeah, my friends, they're a cult.
They're a cult that were very nice to you, although they did send you into
Very
a
nice
basement.
by us.
They did send you into a basement filled with invisible super mutants, so...
It's literally a case of them just being like, the creator, they want you to go and kill for us. It's like, you gonna pay me? No. Go kill some things for us.
Those
fuck am I
dead
blowing
things
them
will
up?
pay. Yeah, I'd have to say that of the DLCs, the Sierra Old World Money? No, Dead Money. Dead Money has the best.
Money.
I actually think that's, and I keep thinking about it, I think that the story for Dead Money is actually really good, because they do the exceptional job with the theming of obsession and letting things go.
Yeah, but story-wise,
That one
I
was actually
fucking
really
love that
strong.
one.
I mean, the environment kind of sucks, but I mean, story-wise, it's fantastic.
The environment's very much a hit or miss. Like
It's so
the gameplay
well, it's so
goes
samey.
It
Everything-
goes
David,
completely out of nowhere.
I have that glitch you're talking about.
Did you get yourself stuck behind a refrigerator?
No, the dog with eyes. Just...
It happens.
The dog without eyes is real.
Right?
Do you want me to screenshot this?
Yes.
Got that shit.
I screenshot.
You screenshot it and post it in Discord, and I will drag it over to show the world, or
Show the world,
really
the
the
dog's
6 people who are
eyes.
watching.
The dog's eyes.
5 people.
Here, I'll
So yeah, I mean, my only thing with New Vegas is that it has become very difficult to run. I mean, I use a mod to help it run, because originally it wasn't built to be able to work around large sums of memory and multi-core processors. So you definitely want to have a mod that does help with that.
Yeah. Hasn't
But I mean,
really aged that well.
it didn't age well, and
Yeah.
unfortunately, if I play it, I have to spend like 6 hours looking at mods, 8 hours just pouring through mods, just trying to spice up the game, because I mean, on its own, it is pretty dated. But I mean, that's a problem that all of those Gamebryo engines face.
Yeah.
To be fair, though, like, again, this is coming from like someone who hasn't had that much experience with like the Fallout stuff in the first place, but honestly, just like playing it even with vanilla, it's still pretty fun in the end.
Oh, I mean, the game
Like, I'm
is,
still
don't get me
enjoying
wrong,
myself a lot
the
more
game
than
is
before.
fun, but if you get, there's the Project Nevada mod, it adds there are a lot of quality of life things that you can add through mods that are, to me, have become pretty much necessary. Like, for instance, there's a mod that allows you to sprint, for example.
Fair
Fair
enough.
And it changes, instead of using VATS as a auto aim, it changes it to bullet time, which is also kind of nice. So, I mean, stuff like that.
Fair enough.
How do I get to the screenshots?
You press F12 and then you you go view your online library. Or you can view the source.
So, mod-wise, I think I had about 50 mods installed, and only 3 of them were actually gameplay changing. You had the one that
Yeah, that
had
sounds
the
about right.
ragdoll thing for myself, some better hairs, I don't look like a cancer victim, and
I will say that the character creator in that is awful.
yeah.
It's pretty
And
awful.
then a mod to kill children. All those other mods were just things to make it so that the bloody game would fucking run.
I mean, I think right now, my install, I have about 67 to 80 mods.
Oh, damn.
It's aged like a fucking cup of milk, but it's still a damn good cup of rotten milk, I guess.
Well, I mean, a lot of the mods that I do have add additional weapons or modify, like, how the weapons work, I guess. So, like, because, I mean, one of the mods that I like in Fallout 4 is, instead of the laser weapons being line trace, like their trace weapons or hit scans. They are instead, it changes the laser fire to bolts, which I like better.
Fair enough.
What about you, James?
Oh,
It's okay. You don't have to tell us all about your porn mods.
hey now. It keeps it interesting.
I can't complain. I have fucking porn mods on a Wicked Darkest Dungeon.
Like,
Fair enough.
you just can't complain.
There you guys go.
Oh my god.
Yep, there's the eyes.
all right. Hold on. We're dragging. Come on. There we go.
Kill the dog.
Yeah, that dog looks pretty fucking dead. Yeah, those eyes are out of that head. You know?
Okay, I might have had to put it down because of its eyes.
So I'm looking at that, and the dog model actually looks pretty okay if it didn't have the eyes on it.
Yeah, if the
It's
eyes
just that the
weren't
eyes are just floating
above
above its head. That just makes it weird. But I mean, that's the problem with some of the old games for the physics engines. Rue the day that you existed. Falling downstairs to save yourself. Ugh. So anything else anybody wants to add about New Vegas? Favorite quests?
You know, one of my favorite moments was like a 45-minute quest to kill and eliminate every single person in the entire Legion camp with nothing but a pump shotgun and a fire axe.
Nice.
So originally I was going to join them because, you know, I like their uniforms. And I just like how they do shit. And I go over there and then they were sexist to me because I was a woman. It's like, all right, I'm going to fucking murder you all. So I did that for about an hour.
And that's how the Legion died.
Yeah, you don't piss me off.
Yeah, I like that old sun. Because of the thing about that old sun is if you know about it, and get the Sea Finder, you get the most impractical but awesome weapon of them all.
Mm-hmm.
It is the weapon that will melt your own legs.
It's so fucking worth it.
I will say that that's something that I really wish that they would include in the Fallout games. Is that if you get crippled, you get crippled. Kind of like, has anybody played Deus Ex 1?
Yes.
I'm guessing, Elvira, you might have.
It's been such a
Well, I mean, it's been a long
fucking
time. But my question is, you know, in that game when you lose like both your fucking legs, that you're now on the ground crawling?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
I want
remember
that. I want that in Fallout.
I would love that.
You break your arm and then it's just limping along. And again, this is one of those mods that, or really something they should include in the game, is full body perspective, where you look down and your arm, yours broken, and it's just kind of like moving around like a limp little noodle. Shit like that. And, I mean, one other thing that I wish they would do, and this is a problem with all of the Fallout games, crippling the head and the chest don't seem to do dick.
They really don't.
Yeah. Now I just want to be able to break both my legs and one arm, have to crawl with one arm and like bite at people's legs.
No, you still can melee with the other arm. It's just you're like, yeah. You're clawing at their balls or something.
But, you know, it just reminds me of like a more
just-
gritty Ben and Ed now.
All I can figure is it's just the Black Knight.
Yeah, well, I mean, you would basically become that.
Yeah.
We'll call it a draw. All right. So, hey, what game would you guys like to try for the next week? Do any of you guys have the kindergarten games? I know, Elvira, I gave
want
you.
to play.
What?
I am trying to get Elvira to play him. At some point.
I gave her kindergarten 2, and I don't think she has played it yet.
Yeah,
Not
I've
yet.
seen everything about Kindergarten and 2, so I already know about it.
It
I've
is.
seen them, but I want to play them.
Yeah, so I have a feeling that might be the next one for those interested. But I mean, hey, if you guys are watching and you want to join this, do join the Discord. Link in the description. Tell us what you think. With you, how your experience of New Vegas, what games you would like to try, and hey, if you want to join us, you can join us. Anybody else have anything they want to add? All right. Well,
oh yeah, wait, there's one thing I'll add.
Yeah.
I gotta see a baby Deathclaw. That was weird.
Oh yeah, those are the weirdest.
With the little mini death claws, but they call it baby.
Like I was just strolling along, just finished killing a bad scorpion, and then I just see this like small thing just like running up the hill. I'm like, wait, is that Deathclaw?
And then it kicks
And
your
as soon
ass.
as it got closer, it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, they do that. Well, they do the same thing with the coyote pups. They're just smaller models.
Enough. It was definitely interesting to see a Deathclaw that was literally the same height as me, though.
Well, I'll say this too, and I know that there are probably mods that fix this, but this is something that Bethesda really should be doing, and I guess to a very lesser extent, Obsidian. They need to give their NPCs some actual life. Like, I don't want to go into a room and see all of the NPCs all the same height. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Throw in some short ones. Give them a higher pitched voice. Have a big chest, fat ones, small ones, some the size of your head. It's just they get a little too samey. And I mean,
That's always been a problem with the game.
And I know that, again, mods do this, particularly in Fallout 4 with the settlers. Give them some fucking names. I mean, they don't have to be good names. They don't have to have any real dialogue. But, you know, Villager 3, that's... Ugh.
It definitely helped with for with like the settlement that you had, because like there was a lot of times where I always remember someone stray away, especially with just small interactions like the one woman who was always bitchy to you.
Well, when the thing is that if you get like extra settlers in 4, they're all named Settler. And what I'm saying is that it would be I'm saying is that there's a mod for 4 where you actually they have a name list that it will pull random names from. And for something like Fallout and pretty much any RPG like that, you can't have Villager. It's just we've passed that. It's 2019, 2020. We can't do that anymore. They have to have fucking names. They don't have to actually have a real schedule. They don't have to have a story or anything. You can at least give them a fucking name.
Like if I go with a person, I want to at least see some name, not just Villager. Name him Bob.
Yeah, well, Bob Bobertson. So, because, I mean, what will happen is then your players are going to just say, oh, well, I played the whole game, kind of like with the garden gnome in Left 4 Dead 2, where you're, protecting inanimate objects that really don't have anything to do with the game or have any real story, and you're just giving your players more of a platform to make their own fun, I feel.
Yeah. I have 3 closing statements then. I'll be pretty quick.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. 1, I've recorded this game back like 2017 or something. I am finally getting around to editing those, so I'll have an entire fucking series of videos on this game in the coming months or so, hopefully, maybe.
Awesome.
That's
people
2,
should...
I will have to say, without giving away spoilers or names or anything, the final boss in, which one? The one with the divide. Lonesome Road.
Oh, Ulysses.
Yep. The most satisfying thing I did there was I accidentally made him back up to his death into the fucking pit. I had to reload the save so I could take his shit because he fucking fell down there.
That's funny.
and 3, Rolo's best NPC. I don't care what anyone says.
I got one closing statement.
Go ahead,
Where
Raven.
the hell are the goddamn shotguns that use 12 gauge?
Oh, I think that's the what shotgun are you using?
NCR uses them.
Well, no, I think you're using the Oh, you know what it is? Press 2.
Oh no, I tried that. My shotgun doesn't take 12 gauge. It takes 20 gauge.
You're using the single shot?
No, well, both the single shot and the caravan shotgun both use 20.
Okay, so then it must be the combat shotgun.
If so, I need it because I have like
it's either the combat
100 shells.
It's either the combat or it's the double.
The double is the caravan one, I believe. So
no. There's a double shotgun.
Oh, there is.
There is.
All right. Well, either way, I need to find out at some point because I have like 500 plus of different ammo types.
Sell that shit. Go to a casino, gamble your life away, and then win so much money they kick you out.
But my ammo's like a weightless. I can actually carry all of that.
Well, again, and this is one of the nice things that they had added to that. They actually have a really good survival mode.
It is actually pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it's better than Force.
Mm-hmm.
James, do you have any closing statements or any last final moments you want to share from your experiences?
Overall, just play the game, man. It's so much fun.
I can agree with that. Hex, you have anything you want to add?
Don't stare into dogs that don't have eyes.
Okay, fair enough.
No, that's life advice.
That's yeah. I mean, I agree. Definitely play the game. If you use the drugs or bad MK, don't eat the mushrooms. Well, you snort, but have you done that, James?
Yes.
And then you're like high as a kite for 3 days where everything is all really fucked up.
Oh, dude, it lasts forever.
It lasts for fucking 3 days. I mean, the thing is you can only wait for rest for 24 hours at a time. Like, well, shit, I'm not doing that again.
while eating, I ate like 5 and tried to take on the NCR with that.
I mean, that mod is such a great mod. You eat the mentats and everything becomes green. Everything just colors get so vivid, man. I think they even have in that they don't add like auditory you start hearing hallucination shit, but I think they do have in that like it sounds like you're in a pool, so it's actually really neat. So do check that out. But yeah, I mean Fallout New Vegas is definitely the strongest of the games. And I'd really like to see a remastering of it. I want to see my giant space death laser melt my legs in super high definition.
Want to murder the Legion again, but in HD.
Yeah, with like particle physics blood. I mean, how fucking cool would that shit be?
Oh, that would have been awesome. Cut off the leader's head again with the fires, but this time he's spewing blood like Kill Bill.
Well, yeah, like it's a fucking fountain or something. And it's not just like a little blood, it's like an absurd amount. Like even you would say, wow, man, that's a bit much.
It's like a fucking blood geyser just fucking like 30 meters into the sky.
Well, not 30 meters into the sky, but it's like a little amount of blood, and it just keeps going for like a solid 10 minutes. I would love that. I'm never going to get to see that because they're just playing it so safe with games. I mean, I can't remember which one of the Torrent games did this, but there was actually like quasi-dismemberment. And I don't understand why they don't have that in Fallout. Because it would do... It's visceral. I get it. But I also think it would add like a lot more like laugh factor.
Yeah.
Because I mean, when Raymond's blowing up those children of the Blight, I mean, he wants to see them like really blow up.
I want to see giblets.
He wants to see giblets. He wants them going like, ah, my arm.
I will say at the moment, I have been seeing quite a lot of giblets and stuff just by shooting people already.
What, did you take
constantly exploding and decapitations?
Did you take Bloody Mess? Did you take the perk tag Bloody Mess?
No, I haven't talked that yet. I was tempted to. But for some reason, I'm just getting that beforehand.
Yeah, I mean, if you take Bloody Mess, that happens pretty much all the time.
You poke somebody and they literally explode into giblets.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're running like a hand-to-hand build, it's actually kind of funny because you become like a 1960s Chinese movie theater kung fu master, where you like have the literal touch of death, where you like touch a guy and then he just explodes in a shower of blood.
Or to quote Mr. Thor, punch him so hard he explodes.
Yeah. All right, so this is the first podcast in a long while. We're gonna have another one at the end of next month. We're gonna do. You guys want to do Kindergarten 1 or Kindergarten 2?
Why not both?
Because that's $30.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let's see, which one's the one that you have again, Hunt? You had 2, right?
Yeah.
I have both of them apparently. Or do I? Hold on. No, I have 2.
Because if need be, I can help with explaining like what happens in one.
Well, I'm okay with people buying their own shit, but I mean, I don't want to have it be like we're gonna do both. Now everybody's out $30.
Yeah.
So let's do 2 because you don't really need to play 1 to get 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
So all
I've
right.
seen 2, but I haven't played it, so.
So we'll do Kindergarten 2 for the next podcast at the end of February. Please do join the Discord. I don't really care if you comment or subscribe to the video because fuck YouTube's algorithm shit. It's more important to me that you actually participate in the Discord. So jump in there. Do check out Elvira's channel and Raven's Twitch stream, which I think he's doing now, as well as Hex's. And James, you have a Twitch stream now, don't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
In fact, I was streaming earlier.
Yeah, check out his shit too. Join up. Talk to them. We're people. Join us.
Streaming earlier.
I know one who doesn't stream. Yay!
I don't really stream. I don't like
Well, you're
it.
streaming now.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I could have done this. I could have done all of this in post, and I have been thinking about doing that.
Very fair. Very fair.
All right. So, yeah. I hope everybody enjoyed the podcast. This is FUBAR and friends signing off.
Well,